All right, so on my morning walk, right, and I'm like, I kept getting this download about prophesying or projecting, okay? Because people be thinking they're doing one thing, they're really doing the other. So let's break it down. What's the difference between prophesying and projecting? Prophesying is when you're, or at least in my opinion, or at least how I've grown to know about it, is like when you're actually sending life, giving life to somebody, speaking life to somebody, telling them about, like, how great things are. And maybe you tell them that they're like, what blocks what they may stumble upon or whatever. Like, you can kind of see into their life. You can kind of, read them a bit, right? Okay. And projecting is really just you projecting your past pain, what you know, what you've experienced onto someone, because it's like, this is what I know. This is how things been. And this is my experience. This is gonna be your experience. This is the only experience I have. I feel like with prophesying, you've seen and known so many experiences, and you could kind of like pick up on things. And it's like, I would say the accuracy really depends, right? But when it comes to projecting, it's just like you're just literally imposing your own views and experiences onto other people. I was in North Carolina not too long ago visiting my grandmother. We go at least once a year. Literally right around spring equinox, we literally seen her. But this year we saw her twice because we celebrated her birthday. Shorty turned 79 this year. We threw her a little shindig. And I was spending time with my cousins, one of my little cousins, and we were just like kicking it, whatever, blowing trees, because that's what I do from time to time. And my grandmother has she hates it. She hates smoking. I'm like, one, she's not too crazy about, but like, she don't be caring for none of that shit. And she actually had a problem with me doing that, and she came and like, meanwhile, we was outside, like minding our own little business. She came outside and just started tweaking on me and like going off and like was really, really upset. And like at the time, my mom was watching my son. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because she was upset because she has this idea of like how I should mother, how I should be, a parent. And the whole entire trip was like, she would say, oh, this is what I did with my kids. This is how I raised my kids. When I had my three, I had this, I did that. And it's just like, ma'am, that's how you raise your three kids. Okay, rest in peace to my uncle who passed away. Okay? Like, that's how you raise your three kids. It's like, you can't tell me how to raise my child. Now, can you give me advice and, assist me? Absolutely. But the way she just like went off and was projecting like her past pain, because I did it by myself and no one helped me, and it was just me and my three kids, and I did this and I did that, and I'm just like, that's your problem. That's a lot of people's problem. They get mad at the next person or the next group of people, however you see put, doing things differently than they did, and they may be resentful or have some underlying pain around how they did things, and they want you to feel that. And I was not feeling that. I was not feeling that. I was not feeling that. I actually was not receiving that at all. I'm just like, you're not about to make me feel like I have to be some strong, independent woman because you're a strong, independent woman. That's not my style. Like, I asked for help. I know I can get help raising my son. Why do you think I'm about to just be the only one? Am I going to be his main influence? Like, absolutely. But am I going to raise my son by myself? No. He has grandparents. He has aunts. He has uncles. Okay. He may have some older cousins. And people think raising means, oh, you're going to watch my child. No, my child is going to be around his family. And it's like, y'all are going to play a role in help bringing him up, because it takes a fucking village. Like, why do people think that that's like, is that like a joke? Like, or do we just like say these like cute things and like not stand on them? Because I'm like, when I say it takes a village, I need my village to be strong. incompetent. And I'm recognizing that, like, my village is probably not going to be my family. At least not everybody. At least not everybody. Because the way a lot of people have been projecting their past pain on me since I got pregnant to having my son, it's just like, I'm like, are y'all retarded? Lord, forgive me. I was about to say a word that I know could be offensive. But this is my shit, so I can say what I want. I just, it's like, y'all, it's like when people don't have the life they want, they expect you not to have the same life too. And I had to learn really quickly that people are really good at projecting and making it seem like their pain is your pain because they don't want to deal with it. Well, nope, I did this already. You got to deal with it. I was a single parent and I did it. Ma'am, that was your story. Thank you for your story. I appreciate it. I don't have to repeat your story. No, because you should have, like, and just all that shit. And it's just like, who wants to hear that? who wants to hear that? Like, granted, back in the day, me and my grandma used to get into it. Mouthpiece, lethal, both me and her. And we wouldn't talk for a long time. I remember I stopped talking to her. I don't think I talked to her my whole time in college. I probably didn't start talking to her again for real until I got in my mid-20s. I don't know when I started talking to her, but for a long time, I was not talking to her. It was giving like, every time you call me, it's something negative. You want to argue. You're projecting. You're not being kind with your words. And because of that, I just let it be. And I thank God for my emotional maturity and being able to, like, even have that conversation with her, because it started off very brutal. And it kind of eased up because she definitely did apologize, because her approach was very aggressive. And then I learned that she has some other stuff that she is really upset about. And I'm like, I can't be the person for that. Like, oftentimes when you're an empath, a light worker, people like to project onto you because they just feel like you're so sweet and light, you'll just get over it. But it's like, babe, I'm really sensitive, so like, don't bring that shit towards me, because I don't know how to react to that. But one thing I will say is, now we are moving back in my house. And like, why would you lock the door?